seen the news on TV about Peter Obi and Kenneth Okonkwo. Kenneth Okonkwo um, defaming Peter Obi, and we know Kenneth to be this kind of person. We knew what he did with Atiku last time in 2022, and now that he's in a different camp with Peter Obi, because they had made a calculation that Peter Obi was going to be VP with Atiku, and then he brings his 6 million votes, Atiku his 6 million votes, that would be 12 million votes, and they will easily defeat Tinubu. But these kind of calculations that they make is amazing to me, because we know how last election was done. He, Kenneth Okonkwo, and many others acknowledged that Peter Obi won that election, including Dati Baba Ahmed. They all acknowledged that Peter Obi won that election and was stolen. So even if you gather 13 million votes, it doesn't matter. There is a rumor that Peter Obi and Labour Party got more than 13 million votes last time. According to Dati Baba Ahmed, what they submitted to the courts during the hearing in 2023 show that they won that election. They won clearly. So it's not about getting 12 million votes or 13 million votes. Obi won that election clearly. But it was stolen, allegedly, according to Dati Baba Ahmed. So it's not about gathering the votes. It's about guarding the votes and making sure that whomever the people chose is declared. Now, what's his name? Kenneth Okonkwo is going, gaga on Peter Obi. He has to be checked. I know he's an actor, and whoever pays for the script, you act their script. So he's doing a good job as an actor, but that is limited to Nollywood. That kind of acting is limited to Nollywood. Unless he's just still auditioning, telling the people in Nollywood, like, look, if this law thing and politics thing don't work, I still have a career in acting. Maybe that's what he's trying to show. Otherwise, this kind of shenanigan, if you will, should not be tolerated. And if you watch one of his videos, he was saying that Obi goes abroad, they'll give you money, he will pachiko, he will collect the shishi and say he doesn't give shishi. That right there, his body language, if you're a body language student or an expert, you will know right there, the tone of the voice and the body language right there showed you what it was all along. It was about the shishi. And Peter Obi doesn't give shishi. If you like, stand on your head and walk on your head and raise your toes high. He doesn't give shishi. He has an allergy for money being wrongfully used. If there's a project, he will support. If there's an educational project, he will support. If there's a community project, yes. But ask him to give you shishi to put in your pocket. What happened to your own hands? Use your hand and make your own money. Why does he have to give you shishi? And many people tend to think that Peter will be running to be president. I know everybody has their own ambition. Some people are selfish, others are not. But people think that Peter Obi is running to be president just for himself. No. He is running to be president for the kids, the 46 people in the bush, 39 pupils, and their teachers. That is why he's running. He's running for the people on the street that are not able to make ends meet. That's why he's running. He's running for those who cannot support themselves, those who couldn't pay the tuition to stay in school. That is why he is running. But you people make it as if this is for him, his personal aggrandizement. And some people do. And you can never know someone's mind totally. Now I'm saying this, if anyone can get this to Peter Obi, please get this to Peter Obi. What am I trying to say? Guard your secret if you have any. Don't share with anyone. Not even your closest person. Let me not mention anybody's name. Not even the closest person, anyone that is not you. Guard it, keep it, and make sure nobody knows if you have any. Because people like Kenneth Boala or Daniel Okonkwo, people like that, if they have anything on you, they will spill it. People like Reno Okonkwo or Kenneth Omokri, if this kind of people People like Femi Okonkwo or Daniel Kayode, these people, if they have your information, they will sell it. They will publish it. They will make it open. They will do that. Imagine calling Peter Obi a fraud. That he took bribe. He told them to pay 10 million, bribe. He told them to pay them, bribe. He's attaching the word bribe so that it gets in the heads of the people, that people will start thinking that Peter Obi is fraudulent and he's taking bribe. Meanwhile, there's a receipt to the payment and it was paid to the party. I think he's smart, but he's counting on the gullibility of the masses. He knew that many people will not investigate further. He knew that many people will just take it as a fodder and feed on it. And so he just spews out those information, and he needs to be sued. He needs to be sued. They should take him to court. Let him substantiate what he's claiming. They should take him to court. That's enough is enough. Enough is enough. You saw him the other day sitting on the entrance to Atiku's house with the same attire that he wore to the TV house. It's either that was before he went or after he came back. You saw him wearing the same attire. Either he was getting to be, he was going there to be paid, either to be mobilized or to be paid, or to give an update, or to be instructed what to do next or who to attack. And Atiku will be the wiser to not let this kind of character very close to him. Atiku will be the wiser. Don't let this kind of characters close to you. In this cycle, I'm not supporting Atiku. I did support him in 2019. But in this cycle, I am not. And I'm saying clearly, don't let this kind of people close to you, your camp. I am not supporting you, and I'm telling you this truth. Tell Atiku, if you can tag him, tag Atiku. Don't let this kind of people, the Daniel Okonkwas, don't let them close to you. The Kenneth Obi's, don't let them close to you. The Fanny Omokri, don't let them close to you. The Reno Coyotes, don't let them close to you. Because if you do, you will regret it. Because all they do is rent seeking. Who pays the bills? Who gives them? They're not thinking about the people. And it is even to their advantage that the good candidate don't win. Because if a good candidate wins, this kind of job will be gone. When Peter Obi wins and comes in, and the people stand behind him and he wins and comes in, and he governs, and things change in the Abia State proportion for the nation. And this is sustained for 4 years. And if we're able to do it twice, this kind of shenanigans, this kind of jobs will be gone. All this rent-seeking politics will be gone. I'd also heard, what's his name? The Vogue publisher back then, Dele Momodu, said he was trying to plead with Obi to run with Atiku, to support Atiku. And he responded and said he's more popular than Atiku. We know that is not true. And Dele Momodu, as a published journalist, knows that he didn't tell the truth. He said, you can ask him. No, that is not the truth. Peter Obi doesn't speak in 2-word sentences or maybe 5 words. I am more popular than I took 6-word sentences. Peter Obi doesn't speak like that. He will not say, I am more popular than Atiku. You cannot reduce everything he said to, I am more popular than Atiku. I wasn't there. But I can tell you, what he probably said was, number one, I have the capacity to bring change. I have the compassion. I have the character to lead the country. I am able to do it. Number one. Number two, I understand economics. And that is what the people are suffering from now. I know how to turn things around. I'm going to make the vast uncultivated land in the north to use it to feed the nation and feed Africa. I'm going to pull people out of poverty. He will go on, and he can say, I will do these things better than the rest of them. And when it comes to the number to winning the election, I am polling ahead of everyone else. If he said anything about being more popular, it will be among many other things. But you reduced it to he's more popular because you know that what they claimed that Okonkwo said last time, that he was more popular than Obi or he was more educated. You want to reduce it to a statement that will cause conflict, that will cause internal rift. People should be smarter when they deal with things. You are educated. Somebody tagged the model. Let him challenge me. Let him say that this is not what happened. That after he spoke to Obi, Obi spoke only 6 words. I am more popular than Atiku. Let him prove that that's what Obi said. Let him sue me even. That Obi only spoke 6 words. The entire conversation, he just said 6 words and he walked away. Let him prove it. We know character is consistent. When you know people, you know people. He's been in the public eye for more than 20 years. You can't just tell me that Obi spoke only 6 words. Never. Even when he's visiting European Union, where his speech was supposed to be limited, he still didn't speak 6 words. He will give you statistics. He will try to convince you why he's the better candidate. And then if among all those things, he says, meanwhile, I'm also more popular. Even if he said it as number 1, he will give you other statistics why he thinks he's the best candidate. But all you reduce it, Dele, all you reduce it to was that, at least that's what they played. That's what they played. So allegedly, maybe you said more, but they reduced it to that you said, that he said, that he's more popular than Atiku. We should be wiser, people. Watch this.
The 2027 presidential candidate of the NDC, the Nigeria Democratic Congress, Mr. Peter Obi, has threatened to file a 5 billion naira lawsuit against his former ally. And,
okay, I'm going to stop it here. So, because I don't want them to give me a strike, but the former ally, thank God is former ally. Thank God is former ally. Everybody should avoid people like that. People that can act like serpent and turn around immediately and bite you. See the venom from his voice. See the venom. People like that, and the other one called Soludo. People like that. You know the one they call Soludo? What's his name? Alex Soludo. Yeah. So they can go and sue themselves. If your name is Alex Soludo, you know I'm talking about you. Or you are Chukuma Uti. You know, if you're the one, you know I'm talking to you. But you see the venom from them. People are saying Igbo people. It's not about Igbo people. It is about wickedness. You saw the other one. What's his name? Governor, what's his name now? Let me find the name for him. The venom they have against Peter Obi. Because if he becomes when he becomes the president, they would say that the Southeast has had their turn, and then it will be the turn of another region. So when it comes to the South again, it will either go to South, or Southwest, because Southeast had just recently had it. They are fighting to make sure that he doesn't get it, so that when they finish, when it is now their turn, according to them, they will now be the right ones. You hear them saying things like, well, it's not the turn of the Southeast. Well, Tinubu is the Biafra that Southeast is looking for. That kind of statement. Meanwhile, Atiku will run every 4 years since 1990, whatever. Every 4 years he's running, and you have nothing against that. And Peter Obi wants to run. What's wrong with you? Run? I want to run too. If I have the wherewithal, I will run. If I have the wherewithal to run, I will run. Let the best candidate win. I remember when we were in school, when we were running for student union election, one of my friends was approached by an opponent to campaign for him. And he was campaigning for me. And he had the guy's flyer. He told me. He wasn't sick. He told me. The guy gave him some flyers to share. He will share his own and he shared mine too. It doesn't matter to me. He's not the only one voting. He has only one vote. I don't know how he knew the other guy, but he was sharing the guy's flyer and he was sharing mine too. It doesn't matter to me. Let the people vote. I won. The guy has only one vote. Why does it matter? I won. So let the people contest, let people run. Let them hear about your manifesto. And if they choose you, they choose you. We need to be wiser in this country. We need to be wiser. Don't let people use you. Nobody's talking. I don't see Kenneth Okonkwo with this kind of venom on the TV about the kidnap in Oyo State. The 200 people kidnapped in different parts of the country. I don't see him crying out with this venom about the people massacred in Benue State, in Plateau State. I don't see him crying about the people massacred in Oro. I don't see him crying, shouting about the people displaced in Niger State. About 17 local government areas where bandits are collecting taxes. I don't see him crying about the bandits living with the community in Katsina State. I don't see him crying about the massacre in Enugu State. He says he's the leader of ADC in Enugu State. The people massacred on the way to Port Harcourt, Enugu-Port Harcourt Expressway. I don't see him crying with the same venom. I don't see him crying. I don't see him shouting and calling on the government with the same venom to do something. Somebody please tell me how to appear on TVC and on Arise News on maybe Zoom appearance. I need someone to put it in the comments. How do I go? What does it take to go there? Because these people need to get a reply. I said yesterday, let's be wise. Let's vote. Let's make sure the votes are counted. I said it on a different channel. But let's vote and let's make sure that the votes are counted. Let's get the right government that we deserve. Enough is enough already.